Hey guys, welcome back. So today, me and mainly Joshua, but I did get Jonathan and Joseph in on it. We planted all of the February and March seeds that we were supposed to plant probably weeks ago, but we got them planted. And yeah, so you can enjoy that video. For the Farmer's Almanac garden planner, but I didn't. It was like 40 or 50 bucks or something, and I was like, meh, right now I just don't feel like spending that money, so we didn't. So we're just kind of guessing. I just kind of guesstimated, started a bunch of plants. We'll see how it goes. I probably started way too many herb plants, but that's okay because we can just take them, we'll dry them, and then we've got like fresh, well, not fresh, but like powdered herbs. But yeah, so we have a lot of tomatoes, a lot of peppers going. I did put an order into Rainbow Seed Company, and we're getting some dry beans to try again this year. Although I completely was like, oh, I'm not going to do that this year. I definitely am doing that this year. And I think honestly the reason is because we're doing meatless Lent right now, and we've actually noticed like a big difference in our grocery budget and how we can actually kind of buy more things because we're not buying meat right now. So we're able to kind of stretch our grocery budget in a different way. So I'm like, well, if we can preserve those beans that we grow in the garden, we can kind of stretch our grocery budget a little bit more if we're on it. See, that's the difference. We have to be on it. We have to harvest the beans and then we have to let the last crop dry off and actually harvest those beans and not just let them die in the garden. So that's the plan. We'll see. It is more of a hands-off garden this year. However, there is still going to be some hands-on harvesting that happens throughout the year. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I figured if we just get that kind of going this year, Josh is home. So I'm more able to run out to the garden and actually harvest things versus being home alone with all the kids and trying to run out to the garden to harvest them. So I was like, you know what? As much as like I do want a hands-off garden this year, this would be the year to actually like, you know, go and be able to go out and harvest, because Josh can be my other set of eyes watching the kids, whether we're all outside or it's just me running outside to harvest. So that's kind of what I decided last minute. More than half the garden is going to be like root crops though, where we're basically just planting, leaving, and then we harvest when they're ready. But there is going to be a big section of the garden that we're going to have to play around with and figure out when it's time to go transplant, to figure out how we're going to plant everything and kind of do it in our heads and measuring it out a little bit and figuring it out. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. I do have plans for the outside area and a general idea of what I want to do in the garden, but I think it's going to be time very shortly to sit down and actually like put it on paper and figure it all out spacing wise and all of that, because I can look up each crop that I'm growing and figure out like, you know, your distance between rows, how much room the plant needs, and then figure out how many I can kind of plant and get away with. Although we're probably just going to just like figure out rows and spacing and then just kind of throw everything in. So although with the beans, we are definitely going to space the beans out because last year's bean situation was a complete disaster. So, all right, just so we know, this is all Cali Wonder, and these two rows are Ring of Fire, and this row is Chili d'Arble, or Darble. I don't know how to say it. Anyways, Ring of Fire, Chili d'Arble. All right, so now we have Cayenne Long Slim from Rainbow Seeds in this whole tray, so we can try and make our own cayenne powder when we grow the seeds. These are our onions. They're not doing the best. We've kind of been like turning them around. It's definitely because of the light. I haven't gone down to the basement to get the grow light yet. So they're just kind of super laggy. And then we have oregano, green onions, and leeks. And what we did is we took all of the seeds and we just spread them out in the cups. So like we didn't just do one seed per cup. It's like the whole bag of seeds is divided into one cup. So the whole bag of seeds for leeks, the whole bag of seeds for green onions, and the whole bag of seeds for oregano are all on here. On the second shelf beside, and have this side facing out, because I know, yeah, so go in with your left arm. Yeah. Yeah. There. All right, so we got thyme on the first 4 cups, and then we ran out of thyme. Get it? Just kidding. But seriously though, we ran out of seeds. So we only got thyme in the first 4 cups, and then so the last cup there, and then this middle row is all basil, and then I put San Marzano tomatoes in this row because I like them. And then Joshua reminded me that he planted strawberry tops back there. So we're gonna see, because there's always seeds all over the strawberries, if they're gonna grow strawberries or not. So the plan went a little awry, but we have San Marzano and we have Roma. This is Joseph's row. These are Johnny's and these are Joshua's, and they planted all of the tomatoes. So we now have all of our indoor planting done. These are February and March's seeds because we've got a little behind. And then this is our little planting guide per the shelf. So like the top right, and then we have, these go here, these go here, and we have our onions and strawberries there. But these are the way they are. So like the top right are your Cali Wonders, And then came the chili de arbol with the 2 ring of fire, a whole thing of the cayenne, and then like 1 row, 1 row, 1 row. And then this was actually, hang on, there. So that's kind of how we did it. But then these also, we planted a whole tray down here of the San Marzano as well. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more garden adventures soon to come.